It's me, Ark. This is all going to be about the baby corns. This is my baby snake rack. It's got storage at the bottom for substrates or whatever, and then it's got 11 rack places for the snakes themselves. If you have a look there, it's the heat element is a heat cable which goes down the back there and goes down, then it goes across the back there, which is covered up by this silverback tape. It goes down there and goes down. There's the thermostat sensor, which I've taped onto the actual heat element, and there's two of them for the top of the you can't see that one, she's zoomed in, of the heat what's it called again, heat cable, and then there's the other heat cable at the bottom, so you can have it, so you can set it more accurate on the top and the bottom. And then at the bottom it's got a heat mat for the bigger snakes, and then it's got the two UV lights going down the side just to light the thing up. I didn't build this one. I bought it from my local pet shop. He is having a shop refit, and this was his old snake display cabinet, and it works perfectly as a baby snake hatchery. So I bought this for 150, and all I had to do was just plug it in. Just open the door. All these ones here, all these baby corn snakes, are shed fed, so they're ready to be sold. That's shed, not fed. And then these two I'm keeping just to have a closer look on. Then this one my friend wants to buy, next door neighbour. That's some lucky bands. All these are yet to be filled up. And then over here are ones that have hatched today. All the tanks are easily just set out with, they're just cricket tubs with, it doesn't zoom in that good, with a water bowl which is spilt, so I'm going to have to redo. And I can't actually remember them all. What they called. Well, the mom was an Okaniti and the dad was Miami Phase. So that's that one. We've got I call them the brown ones and the red ones, which are in there. You can't see that good. The camera for some reason doesn't focus. And we got that one there, which is really blurry. And all I put on the top is hatch. And these ones I've got hatch. Oh, it's really blurry now. Yeah. Hatch, shed, fed, and the date on that. But I have got this one, which is a different colour. It's a chocolate one, which is there. And they've all got the water bowls. The water bowls should all be at the front, but they've knocked them all to the back. And that's pretty much all. I've got now altogether. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That one's the newest one, which has just hatched about probably less than 8 hours. And then down the bottom here, which isn't normally seen often, which was only seen in one of my videos before, is a grey banded king snake. And I find it beneath it. There we go. But it seems to look better. There we go. He lives in here. I've had him since he was a hatchling. I got him from a hatchling from my college. And here's one that they've bred themselves there. So hopefully that one's zoomed in good from mine. I'll put another one. Does it zoom in good? So you can see him better. Doesn't look good. Right. All these ones from here onwards are fed today. This one still hasn't eaten, and he's tipped his water bowl off. There's a pinky for him. But, just down there. And that's pretty much it. They're easy to look after when you get your hatchlings. They're quite not robust. Yeah, I suppose you could say robust. You just put them in a cricket tub, put lucky bands on because they are good escape artists. And they're also quite aggressive, as you can see by this one. strikes. You will get bit quite often. Bit lunging. They go for anything that moves pretty much. They do seem to calm down after a bit, but as they get older they do calm down. Just as babies they are quite aggressive, except this one has always been aggressive. That's pretty much it. You just stick them in the cricket tub, water bowl. You don't need to have a hide. You can put a hide in, like half a bog tube, but these lights aren't normally on, so it's dark in here anyway, and it's only the front of it that gets the light through the window. And that's pretty much it. A small water bowl. The lids off tubs work good, except that one must have done something in there. It's tipped that one totally off. I use tissue on the ground. Let me move away from that one. Tissue on the ground. Chuck the pinky in for feeding, and then walk away, and it should be gone by the time you get back. Don't feed until after they've shed. So you wait for the first shed, then you feed, and then shops will normally only buy them after they've shed and then fed. So the best thing is just to write the date it was hatched. You can see here, hatching date. That's the shed date, and if he feeds today, he'll have his fed date. Some of these have had 2 feeds, and then they just go to the pet shop. And then when you sell them, you just sell the whole thing, and then the pet shop will have the date it was born, its first feed, and its first shed. And then when the client buys it, they'll know all the information they need. Another good tip is put the lacky bands on, or tape. Lacky bands are better than tape because it is quite hot. The glue and the tape does come out, and they are escape artists. Especially even out of this unit, there is holes in the back, so they really do have to be secure. And that's pretty much it. So I'll leave it on that. So bye.